Hey guys, Unfair here. Welcome back to another episode of Cutting Room Floor.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged. I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
I'm picking up several glimmers, but there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis. You almost sound like you regret that.
Yeah, we're gonna regret that in just a sec. See all those guys on the map there? Yeah, those aren't any good for us. Freaking zombies, man. Freaking zombies.
Okay, I hear. Look, we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around the other side.
Luckily, they're pretty easy to stealth by, so we shouldn't have too much trouble here. They're not too dangerous. They just run at you and hit you. They're a little bit more annoying than anything else. They don't climb on anything, so if you can get up high, that can keep you pretty safe. Looks like these guys are going hostile. It must be attacking our bot. Yep. Taking them all out. Nice. So now we have to get over to that other side over there. Normally that would require a little bit of climbing and stealth, but not since we cleared them out. And these people actually are just temporarily crazy.
Don't!
Apparently the plasma rifle doesn't do shit to these guys.
What is it? What is over there? Stay away! You're gonna pay! Ow!
That guy's gonna wake up with a big headache later. Anyway, we should probably get a better weapon. That plasma rifle seems to kind of suck. Apparently it rapid fires really quickly, but we don't have barely any ammo for it. And there is a bunch more on this level, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now this is actually the only place to get praxis kits on this level.
You seem relatively normal, nicht wahr?
All things considered, yeah. You okay?
Thankfully, I was able to barricade myself in here when things got out of control. So, is it safe to come out now?
No. The rest of the station is still under siege. You better stay here until help comes. In the meantime, is it possible to download Praxis software here?
Yes, of course. No damage was done to the computers. See for yourself.
Now there are 2 praxis kits here. Unfortunately we don't have enough money to buy either one of them. And it won't let us sell anything either.
I will remain here, where it's safe. If you need help, or get word of help, please come back.
It's just talking about the new chip that they sent out. And this is the lockdown message I was talking about before. It says, "I see it, Mommy."
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help. We've barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please, save us. Please, save us.
Now we actually get two of these messages, one from Taggart and one from Sarif. And you have to go talk to each of them if you want access to all the endings. Luckily, jumping works pretty well with these guys.
Don't! Get away! You're leaving there! Get away! I'm running! Why do you expect me to catch you?
They only do about 5 damage when they hit you, so it's not really an issue. They can just take a quick run away from them. They can't shoot us or anything. The server room is right through here.
I know. There's no one here. It's all in your head.
More laser rifle batteries there for us. Now remember those augmented people we saw in the Missing Link DLC? The ones with their spines and skulls replaced? Those are what this email is talking about. There's some in the pods downstairs, and they control this entire station. Basically, they're the only way to get enough processing power to make sure the station doesn't collapse in on itself.
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this, after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure it's used for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know there's a difference between order and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited power so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you will, but I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this for us, and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
So there's one of our endings. And we just have to go see Sarif to get the other one.
I don't want it. You're not even there. Get around.
Now, there's actually a computer down here, and we can use that to control some security bots. Those are actually out in this hallway here. They'll come out to get you if you get seen by those cameras. There's really no reason to control them, though, unless you want to kill everybody on that whole area.
I can't hear anything with all the noise. That noise. The noise. Noise! The one who did this. Let me go! Let me go!
Now, the fastest way down to the next guy is actually straight down this shaft here.
I don't want
And you get a little look at our stun move, too.
Is anybody there?
We don't get to use that too often.
Can you hear me? I've got survivors here. We've locked ourselves in a machine room. Please,
quiet! I can't
help
keep with
us!
that noise!
We're pretty close to the machine room right now. We should just be able to head in through here and bypass all these crazy people. And get straight into Sarif.
Adam! Oh, thank God you came. I've got wounded here. We'll have to move them first.
We can't move anyone yet. Not until I get to the base of the station and shut down Darrow's broadcast.
What? Why?
The chaos you experienced here, it's everywhere. The Illuminati created a biochip that stops people from using enhanced abilities, and Darrow turned it into a kill switch.
Oh my God, you... We gotta fix this, Adam. If people realize what's happened, if they believe augmentation technology created this chaos, they'll ban human enhancement research forever.
And that would be a bad thing.
Yes, it would! Don't you see what's at stake here? Ever since man first crawled out of that ocean, we've been striving to be more than we are. Augmentation technology is just the latest, greatest step on a very long road. But we've barely scratched the surface of its potential. We can't let fear stop us from continuing.
That's your belief, Sarif. Not everyone shares it.
But you do, Adam. I know it. And if we work together, we can really make a difference. We can improve the lives of everyone, but only if we fix this.
Go on.
We'd have to get a message out after you shut down Hugh's signal. Tell the world, tell them the Humanity Front did this. That their doctors created a virus that only affects augmented people.
You mean lie?
It'll give us time, son. Time to figure out how to destroy the Illuminati's biochips and move on.
And what about the people who've been hurt by this? Don't they deserve the truth?
Adam, if we want the freedom to become more than we are, we can't be blinded by a misguided morality. Some people will be left behind. It's reality. It's evolution, son.
Right. Evolution based on my DNA.
Please, son, you have to stay with me on this.
I'll think about it.
I'm not a big fan of being called son all the time. Consider this my resignation. He was always such a smarmy bastard anyway. It sounds like when we shot Sarif, the bullet went straight through his head, and into the propane tanks behind him. I can't think of any other reason that room would have exploded.
They ruined me.
Now, we need to get back up to the surface. Whoa, kinda stuck there. That was pretty nasty.
Sneak! I see you, sneaker!
I don't know how they were able to hit me so far in there.
Please come out! I have to do what they tell me!
Get away! Get away!
There's nowhere you can go!
Don't run. It'll be much easier this way.
Oh, they can't open doors apparently.
Stand still. Stand! I don't want to have to do this.
Back off, dude. Back off.
I have to do this. I have no choice.
Yeah, I have no choice either. Wasn't really expecting that elevator to take so long. I kind of forgot it would have to come all the way back down. If you take it down, it's already at the bottom, so you can run straight in. Alright, so now that we have our two other endings, we can go straight out and complete our final objective. One interesting thing to note is that for this level, these zombies never set off alarms. If you're trying for the achievement to make it through the game without setting off alarms, you don't even have to worry about this level. Except for that one hallway with the cameras in it. Although I'm not sure if that even technically counts as an alarm. It may just release the security bots. Now, we want to get into this room here, through that vent. We'll have to sneak around through here. We already have the built-in rebreather, so we don't have to worry about the gas or anything. There are a bunch of explosive barrels there on the bridge, but using the turret is just an easier solution. Looks like there are a couple behind it over here, but that shouldn't be a problem since they can't climb things anyway.
Don't run. It'll be easier if you come out.
I wish they'd let you see down this thing to the very bottom. That'd be kind of cool. You can't actually jump on this section, unfortunately. So you can't jump on top of these railings or anything.